Good morning. GREATix, a positive reporting system. Presentation by Mr. Raju Ramesh. Narrated by Davinia Spencer. Today, I want to talk to you about a positive reporting system we can adopt to nurture a team. I have titled this as Moving from Safety 1 to Safety 2 Culture. I hope you will understand why this is likely to work by the end of this presentation. What runs through your mind when you look at this? Let me give you a few seconds. I bet everyone quickly picked out the error. This is how the human mind works. It can pick up an error, but only and frequently something good. 80% of the sum on this page is correct. But we talk about the 20% which needs to be corrected. What am I going to cover in this presentation? I hope to inspire you to notice the good work done in our department every day, and acknowledge and appreciate it more frequently. I would hope to effect a culture change, and allow everyone to compliment people doing good work, spontaneously. These can be simple acts of kindness one shows at the workplace, and not necessarily extraordinary or excellent deeds. I wish this complimenting system is used without any barrier, across all healthcare professionals. The safety-related concepts were originally developed for manufacturing industries over 70 years ago. They focused on accidents and untoward incidences only. Back then, things were much simpler, and the focus was purely on understanding what went wrong and how to prevent them from happening again. This is the Safety 1 concept. Professor Holnagel and Professor Wares pointed out that, in the real world, despite many variables, things generally go well, more often than not. Many are considered normal and routine, and few exceptional performances are sometimes noted. Focusing on things that went well, and enhancing them, is Safety 2 culture. However, it has never been an organization's priority to try and understand how and why things went well, or recognize them frequently. Safety 1 works on the concept that only a few things go wrong. The management of these incidents are reactive. Investigation of this is conducted by root cause analysis. Here, humans are considered to be a liability, even though multiple holes in the Swiss cheese has to line up before a human error occurs. It is about find and fix approach and almost never explains why things went well. On the contrary, the Safety 2 culture is where there is appreciation when things go well. Here, the management is proactive, and humans are considered to be assets and not a liability. It aims to identify the reason why something went well, and amplify it. Despite putting in any safety system, bad things will still happen. They are easy to see, but may be difficult to avoid or change. Despite placing barriers, conscious or unconscious, exceptional things will still happen. They are again easy to see, but very difficult to reproduce. The bad things are captured in GREATix. Exceptional things are sometimes rewarded by CEA points, Staff Hero Award, or Daisy Award. But, what do we have to identify and nurture the majority of good things in daily practice? These are difficult to see but quite easy to change. But, they are usually brushed aside as usual things expected to happen anyway, and so what is there to talk about? Is there a way to recognize this and nurture it? How can we do that? Drumroll please. Enter GREATix. The key element for positive reporting is showing appreciation. As Margaret Cousins put it, appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put into words is all that is necessary. It does take a special level of attribute to show appreciation. It is kindness in one's heart. It is unlikely that you will show appreciation if you do not have kindness in your heart. Dr. Adrian Plunkett started the Learning from Excellence movement after he went through a life-changing event. He identified a gap where good acts mostly go unappreciated. His suggestion was to generate an LFE report after witnessing such acts. Dr. David Sinton coined the word GREATix as a wordplay to contrast GREATix when he was working with Dr. Plunkett. I have a personal communication from Dr. Plunkett to confirm this. LFE note is called excellence reporting. We have been able to generate a report via a link in our icon for the last 4 years. But not many use it, as the term excellence reporting seems to make one think that it is there for reporting only excellence. In Salisbury, they changed it to SOX, sharing outstanding excellence. I do not think every good act we observe needs to be excellent. And to reflect this, and to have a local flavor, I coined the term repeat, which is reporting positive experiences at Torbay, with a subliminal message to repeat this act again. However, I did not want to introduce another acronym, and thought we could use the already established, showing acts of kindness, and generate a certificate. But positive reporting is more than kindness alone. So, to prevent different names from mushrooming out in different centers, I decided to use the term GREATix as it is used in many other centers. Here is a summary table comparing GREATix and GREATix. GREATix captures Safety 1 issues and GREATix Safety 2 issues. Both can be used for clinical governance purposes and be used to improve practice. Both can also be used for appraisal. Filling GREATix is generally time-consuming. GREATix entry forms are very simple. Improvements occur via negative feedback in GREATix and via positive feedback in GREATix. With GREATix, one can only address negative outcomes and retrospectively. But with GREATix, one can have a proactive approach and use it to amplify all positive events. The effects of complementing will lead to improve quality, promote joy in work, learn from such experiences, amplify good practice, optimize patient experience, strengthen teams, help in appraisal and staff development, develop an organization, service or area of practice, increase staff morale and engagement and, more importantly, foster innovation. I have made GREATix reporting as easy as possible. There is a Word document in the Teams folder of TSDFT Orthopedic Team. Fill this, and send it to me and Terry will generate the certificate. I will send a PDF copy to the recipient, and a printed copy will also be given to them. If appropriate, clinical supervisors will be notified. GREATix will be presented anonymously, to minimize unexpected consequences. Every quarter, a summary of the GREATix issued in the department will be presented in the audit meeting. Some exceptional GREATix can undergo appreciative inquiry to learn from that positive event. And we could use this to amplify future actions. Here is where the Word document is. And this is how the GREATix nomination form looks. This is an example of a GREATix certificate. Each certificate is numbered, and we maintain a database for verification. May I make one request, please? Please choose only one category when you nominate someone, as it becomes difficult to analyze themes in the future. We started nominating colleagues for GREATix from November 2021. Within 3 months, we had 22 nominations, around 2 nominations every week. In February 2022, I had to delete Google Forms, as I was told that forms might not conform to the information governance standards. Not surprisingly, the number of nominations dropped. After reintroducing the nomination form as Word document, we have had 3 more nominations. Analysis of the themes showed that over 2/3 of the nominations were for going above and beyond, and for being a team player. Some were nominated for leadership and kindness as well. There were some concerns in my mind that GREATix may be viewed as a tool exclusively for doctors. My fear was unfounded, as you can see 1/3 of the nominators were not doctors, and over half of the recipients were not doctors either. This system encompasses every member of the team. The maternity team were inspired by our work, and they started using GREATix 3 months after we started. In 9 months, they have had 73 nominations, including 2 team nominations. Their thematic analysis showed that team working, above and beyond, and kindness were the top subcategories. I have tried to foster kindness in our department since 2016, via the Showing Acts of Kindness campaign. Our mantra was to show one act of kindness per day. A 10-step guide was developed to nurture a kind working place. Unfortunately, SAC was not adopted. Trust-wide for several reasons. Of the 10 steps, I like steps 6 and 8. All problems can be solved by brainstorming with your colleague with a cup of coffee. 1 fika a day saves the day. But the area I always struggled with was step 9. Passing compliments and recording this formally. I, therefore, find the GREATix methodology to be most suitable for spreading peer-to-peer kindness and appreciation. AI is a key component to achieving learning from the GREATix reports. This is sort of parallel to root cause analysis in Safety 1. It is well known that the system would move in the direction of what is being discussed. AI focuses on positive events and is asset-based and not deficit-focused. The governance lead can look at all the positive reports and may choose 1 or 2 reports and can go through a humble inquiry to understand how things went very well on that occasion despite everything. In Safety 1, when root cause analysis is done, the problem that leads to the poor outcome is usually identified and rectified. It moves the events from poor results to acceptable results, and system returns to status quo. There is no drive to move this to exceptional results. However, with AI, when the reports are studied, and events leading to good outcomes are learnt, and when they are amplified, it opens up new possibilities, and can even lead to exceptional results. So, what will the GREATix reporting system do? It is a way of easily reporting positive actions spontaneously and complimenting your colleagues. It is available for all staff. The GREATix will be shared with the person anonymously, and the summary of all GREATix will be discussed in audit meeting, just like adverse events are discussed. Some can also be shared with the management. Exceptional GREATix can also go through the appreciative inquiry AI process and allow us to learn from positive events. I wonder if in the future, patients can complete GREATix for staff looking after them. To conclude, I will quote Dr. Plunkett: "If you show people what they are doing well, they will do more of it. By doing so, we can shift the Holnagel curve to the right and have more of a positive experience in our system." Thank you for listening to my voice. You can find out more about learning from excellence on their website. Any questions?